Hi, everybody. This is Jennifer
Hi.
Apple. Yay! Caitlin's with
Hi, Caitlin.
me.
Hi.
We're so excited. Okay, so Caitlin, before we start, Ray always does this, like introduce ourselves. Probably nobody knows who I am. So like, who is this woman on Teach Better? But we'll get to that in a minute. But Caitlin, why don't you tell everyone who you are and why, what you're doing here, etc.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Caitlin. I have a new role with the team. So, training and development specialist used to be in charge of the blog, but now Carrie has taken that over. So, I am training and development specialist with the Teach Better team, and I'm really excited to be here with you today.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have you here. So down below us right now, you can see on the screen is little sleeping Maya there. The Sheltie is with us too, because we have our book coming out this week. It comes out on Thursday, Award-Winning Dog. I'm so excited. And Maya, of course, is the star. You can see like the background. We tried to put pictures of her book back there. So you can kind of see what she looks like. And she's really excited to be on camera. You can tell she's sleeping through the thing.
She is adorable.
Yeah, she is. We talked about it's kind of like the zoo cam, like, it's
Yes,
Maya cam right now. So she's like
the
right.
Maya cam. I feel like this should be a thing, like a
It should.
recurring thing.
Yeah, I think that
Like,
she needs like a live Maya cam on her Instagram feed, just like 24/7.
yes,
Like
we go
Maya's on
out
there.
live with Maya.
Yeah. There we go. There's our Teach Better Live. You can just watch this for 12 hours.
I love it. Well, you know the zoo camp, they had like a lot of people. I bet this
Yeah,
would get a lot of views.
that's true. You're right. Actually, it probably would get quite a few views. That is too funny. Okay. So you were able to kind of read. Oh, Livia's with us. Hi, Livia. You were able to read the book and you kind of saw what it was about and everything. So what did you think? What did you think of the book?
Oh my gosh. So I read the book this morning and it is so good. So I love bringing picture books into my middle school language arts classroom. It's such a great way to like get the class together and to do a read aloud that isn't going to take forever. And it's fun. Like kids, no matter what age they are, love being read to. And Jen, when I was reading this book, like the first thought that came in my head was like, this is so middle school. It's so perfect for a middle school audience, especially for sixth graders. I just love the idea that Maya is trying to find herself
Right.
and find what she's good at. And that's such a middle school sentiment that
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
was reading it and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, and I think the funny thing, you and I were talking about it earlier, and I was saying that, I wrote it for like K2, which I was a K2 teacher, so I was thinking that in mind, but at the same time, I've been a middle school teacher forever, so I was also like, in the back of my mind is like all those middle school concepts that we all do, so I think it's perfect, and yeah, that you're right, in middle school, you're always comparing yourself to everyone else, right? And I don't know about the schools you've been at, but you do like honor roll certificates. You do announcements for like all the best athletes. You do all these things to recognize people, the most outgoing. They're the ones at the assemblies. They're the one, they're recognized all the time. But somebody like Maya, she's not being recognized. So yeah.
And you try on all these different personalities and you're trying out all these different like versions of yourself to sometimes get that like recognition, a lot of the times to get that recognition in middle school. And so like even as a middle schooler myself, I remember being in that position because I wasn't the most athletic, nor was I like on those like all those lists. So it's such a relatable story for I feel like so many middle schoolers, because even if you are an athlete, even if you are involved in academic teams or on the honor roll, you've still had those experiences where you're kind of like trying on these different personalities and figuring out like who you are and what your character is.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think it's good. I think this lesson too, if we can get this to like first and second graders, then it's like, okay, maybe I can have a little more of that like security before I get to middle school. Cause then all the insecurities come in like once they get to middle school. So if you can like feel better about yourself when you're, you know, a little one, when you're like in second grade, third grade, then it's like, okay, you feel so much better by the time you get to the middle school grades.
Well, in developing that focus on
Right.
empathy and on kindness and on character, like that's huge. Just because if you're focusing on those pieces, you are able to kind of like get out there and like be who you are and have that sense of self, even during this crazy turbulent time.
Right. Right, exactly. Well, and I think that's the other thing with everything that's happening, that's going on. It's like, okay, we're all in a strange situation right now. We're all trying to figure this out. So it's like you can understand, like, everyone is feeling like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. And so it's really good to kind of like come together and be together during this time of uncertainty.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. And I feel like that's one of the things that people have really found, not just with Teach Better, but outside of that, like just with each other. You're finding these people that you can lean on and this community that's going to help uplift you during this time because it is so uncertain and turbulent and we have no idea what's going on.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's,
Hi, Andrea.
it's definitely important. Hi, Andrea.
Yay. Nikki's here too. I saw Nikki. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think the cool thing about what I tried to do with this book is I also created like lesson plans. And so there's on our website, you can go and there's 3 different lesson plans. And you can just download them, print them off. If you're a K2 teacher, like they're set to go. If you're a parent, you could even do the activities like with your family. Like they're all activities that you don't have to be a teacher to do. I wrote them and I had people look at them that weren't teachers and I said, could you teach this lesson? And they're like, oh yeah, this totally makes sense. I could do it. So I was like, I wanted to make sure like if we're still at distance learning, like parents could go on there and they could print these off and they could do these lessons with their kids at home. Like it would be fun with the family, you know, that kind of thing. So I was trying to make it so you can use it in a distance setting and you can use it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, that's an incredible resource to have because one of the things that's difficult when you are trying to use a read aloud, I know that this is common, like, among most teachers, is
Yeah.
you want these accompanying pieces to go along
Right.
with it. You want to be able to pull things in and use it. And I'm sure parents feel the same way because
Yeah.
reading with your kids is amazing. Every parent should do that all the time.
Absolutely.
100% on board with that. But if you can take it that step further, and you've provided something for that to be possible, that's incredible.
Yeah,
And
that's what I was hoping is it was like, okay, I just want to make this easy for you. Here's the lessons. And there's a lesson for each of the 3 things she learns: kindness, empathy, and service. So there's like a lesson that goes with each one. And the nice thing is, Caitlin, that I actually, one of the lessons that I was telling Ray about yesterday, it's like it's a lesson where you're showing empathy. And so it's basically you and a partner and you tell a story and then you have to repeat it like back to them, right? Just like a counselor would do. But I actually did it with my 6th graders. So the same, like I kind of made it so it was for 2nd graders, but I did the same thing with my 6th graders. And it was really fun because they could take it to the next level. Like I actually had them pretend to be that person. So like I partnered up with someone that was like kind of the opposite of them. And so then when they started, they're like, okay, let me get, you know, and they would like try to pretend to be them and like sit like them and do everything. And then they would actually like be in their shoes, right? And so I would joke with them about like, you're really in that person's shoes. And so they would, I mean, middle schoolers, you know how they are, they loved it. So they would like act it out. And so they were showing that empathy by being literally in their shoes. You know what I'm saying?
What an amazing activity, not just for like little kids, but like you said, for middle schoolers. Like that's such an important skill, that empathy, to be able to put yourself in someone else's circumstances. And what an amazing way to do it. I love that.
Yeah, it was that's pretty fun. So that's good. And then the other thing, yesterday we were talking about this. The other cool thing is Maya's a real person, like a real dog. Yeah. And so the cool thing on our website, I actually made a little video collage of like all her pictures and everything. And so especially if you have little ones, like you could watch that video like with them and they'd be like, oh, it's a real dog. Like, you know, she really exists, you know, so they could like actually watch the video of Maya and like see her and then read the book and go, oh my gosh, this is a real person. It would be so, I just think that would be so fun.
Yeah, I love that. And then your middle schoolers can follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. My middle schoolers, they all follow mine. They don't care about me. Like I have an Instagram and they're like, yeah, whatever. I'm not following you.
Whatever.
But all
Your
follow
dog's
Maya.
cute.
Yeah. They all
I
follow Maya and see
understand.
her stories. Yeah.
I was just telling you, I need to get Chickpea her own Instagram with all of her antics and adventures. She needs her own.
I think she needs her own. Yeah, she and Maya would definitely be friends. So I think
They
you need to
would.
create that because they would be best of friends on Instagram. Yeah.
We should have them go live together. That would be very
That would be
interesting.
pretty fun. Yeah. Maya will be like, Chickpea will just walk by on the screen and Maya's like, wait a minute, is that a cat? What's happening?
What's going on?
What's going on?
I love it. I love it. Well, the other thing I wanted to mention too is I love, love, love the illustrations. They are so cute. I was like going through and I'm like, this is the cutest. Like it's so well done and it's so adorable. Like what kid is not gonna love that?
Here, I'll show you guys if you can see. I mean, does that not look like Maya? I mean,
it looks just like her.
Like it does. Well, and the Herb Leonard is the one that illustrated it for me. He's actually a local guy. He lives around here. And I just happened to come across him. It was just kind of a happen meeting kind of thing. I found him and he did these illustrations. Like I'm telling you, Caitlin, like I'm kind of a perfectionist. So when he did the first drawing, I'm like, it's okay. Like do this, whatever. And so then I sent him like the storyboard. I'm telling you, when he sent me all of the pictures back, like I maybe had one change. Like, and it wasn't even his fault. It's that I like forgot to put something in and I was like, oh, I forgot this. That was it. Like, I mean, he did such a good job, like with the illustration. I was blown away. It is so cool.
They go so perfectly with it.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
as I was
reading, he did such a good job.
He did. And like, as I was reading it, I'm obviously like, I'm reading it through the lens of a teacher. And so I'm looking at it like, how am I going to use this in my classroom? One of the things I love doing with picture books is doing inferencing with the photos.
Oh yeah. I do that all the time.
The illustrations. It's such a natural way to use a picture book in the classroom and to develop this skill that's a little bit more abstract. And so I was like going through and I always look at illustrations for that because I'm like, okay, like, is this something I could pull in and use? And it is like, they're so perfect because they go along so well with the story.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you could just show them a couple of the pictures. Well, and one of the lesson plans I have actually is one of the pictures from the story. And it's when will you do the right thing? And there's like 3 people. I don't know if you remember that picture. And there's like 3 different situations. And so I actually like cut those apart and put them onto like a worksheet that kids can do. And it's like, what is she doing here? Like, what is she doing to do the right thing? And so they actually analyze the picture. So for middle school, the worksheet might be a little cheesy for middle school because it's like writing a sentence, but you could still use those photos and like, cut them out, put them on the board or something. And then you could like, what are we inferring here based on what's happening in the picture? Sure. That would be perfect. Yeah.
Well, even for younger kids too, those foundational skills when it comes to inferencing, that's huge. I love that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I know. I'm so excited. Okay. So we're giving away some books. So I'm going to give away 5 books this week. I know. So I'm so excited. So 5 books are available to give away. So you can share out. Tell us, why do we need kindness in our world? And we've already had some people enter with some amazing responses. So I'm very excited to pick the winners. So yeah, just tweet out or put it on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you like to, and put hashtag Teach Better and hashtag award-winning culture. And then I'll enter you in to win one of the 5 books. So you can get a free book and you can still purchase the book too, but you can get a free book sent your way. It's pretty cool.
I love that. And what a great way to like bring in the message of the story, but also promote it out on social. Yeah. I love that.
I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, Amanda. It's so perfect for 2nd grade, Amanda. Your kids are going to love it.
I know. She said that yesterday. I was like, oh, it's perfect. It's independent reading level at 2nd grade too. So the kids can even read it by themselves if they're at 2nd grade. It's perfect. Yeah, I think they would love it.
It is.
2nd grade is like my heart. So that's what I wanted to teach when I went into teaching. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of 2nd graders, so more power to you.
You're more like 6'12" is more my range. Yeah.
The little kids are like, they just scare me a little bit, but like it's fine. Little kids are great. Like this book is great for them. They should all read it.
We all know our skill sets, right? Like high schoolers scare me. Like I don't think I could teach high school because that kind of like, I'm pretty short. Like they're all going to be, I mean, most middle schoolers are bigger or taller than I am. So high schoolers would all just like, I'd be like this all day talking to them. So
I understand. I'm like all of 5'2", so like I'm not up there either. But we all know our skill sets, and I think that's such a huge thing is like figuring out who you are and what your area of expertise is. Like, and that's like echoed in your book. This is like the perfect conversation. It
absolutely, yeah. Oh, who said? Mary said, "I don't teach kids taller than me." I like that. Then I would have to teach like you and I would probably have to teach about second, third grade. Because by about that point they start passing me up. I would have to.
Oh yeah. There's usually a measuring stick throughout the year. They'll like walk up to me and be like,
oh, not yet. Yeah, the beginning of sixth grade, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling good. And then by the end, I'm like, all right, you're all taller. They're like, I'm taller than you, Miss Apple. I'm like, yes, you all are going to be at some point.
I always just say that's not that much of an accomplishment. Like,
that's so funny. Oh, Nikki, you.
Yeah, I feel you, Nikki. They are amazing human beings. I don't know how y'all do it.
That's awesome. My God.
So Jen, I have to ask you, what is your favorite part of the book?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I think my favorite part, I don't want to give away too much of the book. But my favorite part is there's a Maya Angelou quote in the book. It doesn't, it has to do with, you don't remember. It doesn't, people won't remember what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel, right? And so there's a quote in there from Maya Angelou, and Maya is actually named after Maya Angelou, because Maya Angelou is like one of my favorite people on the planet. So I love her so much. So I actually named our dog Maya after her. And so to be able to like put her quote like in the book that's probably one of my favorite parts, because it was just like, it was coming full circle of like, she's named Maya and her namesake is like in the book, a quote from her. Yeah.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was super excited about it.
I'm seriously blown away. I had no idea that's who she was named after. That's amazing. And I read that part. I was like, oh, this fits so perfect.
Well, no, you look and you're like, oh, her name's Maya. Like, that's perfect. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm really glad that we now have revealed that to everybody, that she's named after Maya Angelou. That's amazing.
She is. Yeah. I read Maya Angelou's book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, when I was in high school, I think, for the first time. And I've read it like, 10, 15 times since then. But I just love her so much. And I went and saw her, it was probably, I don't know, about 10 years ago. I got to actually, she was doing a tour, Maya Angelou was. And she was touring around the country, like doing lectures, basically. And so she did this lecture in Seattle, which we don't live far from Seattle. So I got to actually go and see her speak and actually listen to her. Like, Kaylin, you have no idea. Like, it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm not joking. Like, to watch her and just listen to everything she had to say, like everything that's happening in the world right now, like where we're at with kind of, everything that's happening around us right now, I just keep going back to everything she talked about. And that was like 10 years ago. And everything she said is just like, I'm remembering all of those quotes and those ideas she was talking about resonate so much with me now, because I just think she had so much insight on where our world was headed. You know what I'm saying? That I just feel like, I don't know. I love Maya Angelou and what she stood for and just the person that she was. Yeah.
What a like a once in a lifetime experience to be able to actually see someone that you admire and respect so much in the flesh, in person. Yeah. That like you said that, it gave me goosebumps. That's incredible.
Oh, it was amazing. Like, just to watch her, and she was older at the time, and so I remember she was she sat in a chair. Most of the times they had this nice comfy chair for her, and she kind of sat in this chair and she just talked to us, and she would get up every once in a while and she just, I mean, she spoke, it had to be like an hour and a half of her just like talking to us and telling us her life and everything that we could learn from all the things that she'd experienced and done. And I mean, it was an outrageous experience that I'm so grateful that I had in my life. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things that you just go, I can't believe that happened, you know?
Yeah. And you have taken it with you so far. Yeah. And like, it's like you said, she had this like insight to where the world was going and what we as people needed. So I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. That was definitely, that's a long explanation of my favorite part. Sorry, but I'm over explaining my favorite part, but
no, it's perfect. I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm very excited to have it. And I just love that, like you said, the illustrations are just, oh my gosh, it captures hers. And the thing is, not everybody, I think I said this yesterday, that the other animals in the book all exist. So like the other dogs in the book are actual dogs that Ginger and Sammy were both our dogs, like before Maya. Oh. And so they're in the book. And then Alta is one of her friends that she knows. And so they're like all these dogs that we know. So it's just kind of fun to see them in, you know, cartoon form. I'm like, oh, they look just like that.
I bet that's so cute too, that you're able to like pull all of that in. Like that's such a skill that we teach as like writing teachers, is to like pull and draw from your experiences and all of that stuff. And I love that, because like then, and my take on this, like as someone who plans on using this in my classroom, I'm like, I know the author, let me tell you about her writing process.
Exactly. Well, and I think kids learn so much from like the author and like what they're doing. And so I think it is actually really good, because I think kids can learn about their own writing when they see like, oh, an author is doing this or whatever. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I think it comes across more authentic because it's actually based on reality, you know, because it's based on her life and everything that's happening. It comes across more authentic that way.
Absolutely. And when you've got younger kids like that, having that concrete piece, being able to like go see that Maya's a real dog and here's all these pictures of her. And then knowing that these other characters in the story are also real. That's so good for them, because they're like, oh, this is real life.
Yeah. This is really happening. These people exist. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. It almost makes the message resonate even further, because it's real life.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I should probably tell people where they can buy it, since we've like talked about it for like 20 minutes. I haven't said that yet. Yeah. I should probably mention that at some point, right?
Yeah, that might be good.
So it's technically on pre-sale right now. So you can actually purchase now. It just won't ship out until the end of the week. But if you go to awardwinningculture.com, it's simple. Our website is just our name. So awardwinningculture.com, and you can purchase I have the book available. And if you purchase it on our website, then it comes with stickers and bookmark and pencil, a bunch of fun stuff. So there's a whole little package you get if you buy it from us. And then the other thing is, if you haven't bought my husband Hans Appel's book, Award Winning Culture, you can actually get both of them together, and it's a lot cheaper. So you can get a little 2-pack, and you can get 2 for 1. So if you haven't bought both books yet, you can get both of them on our website as well. So, and they come with stickers and a bunch of fun stuff. So
oh my gosh,
cool.
Stickers, like those stickers.
Yes, like those stickers. Yes, you got them. Yay!
I gotta put on stuff. I haven't put them on anything yet. Still unpacking. That was awesome. My first mail, by the way.
Oh, that's good. You told me your address. It might be like the first mail you get. I was excited to have your first mail be something from us.
It was. That's amazing. And everyone should totally buy both. I am 100% on board with that. Everyone should buy both.
Thanks. I'm just gonna have you come with me and endorse my book everywhere I go. Done. Caitlin says buy both. We're good.
I'm down. I can do it. You're buying one book for your students to read aloud, or for your children to read, and then you're buying one book for yourself. It's like a win-win.
Perfect. It is. I like it. That's a perfect sales pitch. Good job.
Plus you get stickers.
It comes with stickers. You can also get it on Amazon, but if you get it on Amazon, you just get the book, which is fine. If you just want the book, you can order on Amazon as well. But the website, you get all the fun stuff, the stickers and the bookmark. And oh, I forgot to say the most important part. Sorry. If you buy from our website, Maya will sign it for you. So, I mean, that's the best part, right? Like her little, signature on the book. Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Okay, so like everyone should be buying it from the website. What?
I know. I'll sign it too, but no one cares about my signature again. But Maya will sign it with me.
Can I? Okay, I'm gonna buy one, and then I want like a note from Maya.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She can write you a personalized note if anyone needs that. Yes.
I love it.
She will write a note just to you. It'll be a little hard without the opposable thumb, but she'll try. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's all I can ask for is her best shot.
Yeah, her best shot at doing it. I think she's decided to go off camera now. She's been off camera. She's like, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go take a nap.
She had her 15 minutes of fame for the day.
Right. She's like, I'm good. Yeah. Okay, so we're probably gonna be we should probably be done here. We've been talking long enough, but we should say the book giveaway one more time. So if you let me read exactly what it says. Why do we need kindness in our world? So if you hashtag teach better, hashtag award-winning culture, why do we need kindness in our world? And then you'll be entered to win 5 books giveaway. Totally worth it. A free book on social media. Yeah.
Share on all your social media platforms, people.
Whatever it is, share out and I'll find them. I'll search. And then the winners will be announced on Thursday when we go live. We're going live with Jeff and Ray and Hans and Maya. Hopefully we'll see if she's napping. Yeah.
Perfect. So everyone has things to do. They need to answer the question, why do we need kindness in our world? And everyone needs to go pre-order the book at awardwinningculture.com.
Exactly.
Homework assignment.
We got a homework assignment. Yeah, see, middle school teachers right here. We got homework for you. Go do this.
I want to see your assignment notebooks. Please get them out.
Yeah.
Write down.
Please get out your planner. Write in it. This is what you have. Okay. So any last words before we go?
Not at all. I mean, my only message to everybody is like, I read the book this morning. It is so good. It is so perfect. Everyone should have this book in their classrooms for their children, for their students. It's fantastic. And the stickers are cool too. So you should definitely pre-order.
Thank you. Thank you, Caitlin. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, we will see everyone later. I think we're live tomorrow with Brianne. Brianne is going to be live with us tomorrow.
Yay!
Okay. Bye, everyone.